and this is really the first Friday in the month, and the topic I want to look at today is momentum. If there's one thing that will make a difference between whether you succeed outrageously and whether you just stay in the game, is your ability to create momentum. Those of you who are new to our program, this is Dr. Herbert Harris, and of course I invite you to check out our profile here on Instagram or visit our website, herbertharris.com. And if you're at that point in your life where you're wondering what's next, then schedule a complimentary What's Next strategy session with me. The link is in the profile, and you can go to our website, herbertharris.com. So let's talk a little bit about momentum and the power of momentum. We have all experienced momentum. And one of the most profound instances of momentum is a job. When you have a job working for someone else, you have to create momentum congruent with what they need you to do, with who they need you to be, and what they need you to accomplish. So when you have a job, for example, let's say you have a specific time to be there, 9 to 5. You're supposed to be there at 9, be there ready to work, etc. And so having a definite schedule imposed or designed by someone else creates the momentum for success of the person who laid out the design, who laid out the structure. And so all of us have done that. And think about this. When you're on somebody else's job and getting there is important, and if you consistently get there late or unprepared, you're not going to have a job. And so what do? You adjust your activities, you adjust your habits, you adjust your thinking, you adjust your relationships to have you congruent with the requirements for that job. So you go to bed a little bit earlier. You lay out your clothes the night before. You leave your home by a certain time because there may be traffic, there's subways, whatever. But you create a series of activities that help you fit into somebody else's schedule for creating and maintaining their momentum. Now, as an entrepreneur and as a person who is on a growth journey, the key is to create momentum for yourself. And when you can create that momentum for yourself, it explodes the results you get in your life. So one of the things I do for my momentum, 7 o'clock, 7 a.m., 11 a.m., 3 p.m., 7 p.m., 11 p.m., my phone goes off. And at that moment, I say my personal I am statement. I am a healthy, happy, rich author, speaker, teacher, spiritual guide who uplifts the lives of everybody on the planet. Now, you see, I didn't even have to think about it because I've done it every day. It's basically burned into my consciousness. But the law of command says anything that you say over and over with feeling begins to create the vibration that manifests that very thing in your life. You've seen books that talk about the power of affirmations. And that law of success, the law of command, the universe says, command you me. That whatever you tell yourself creates the vibration to make it manifest. So how do you create this momentum for yourself? Well, one of the key things is to start each day with one critical, important win. Define that one thing that's, hey, this is the one thing that if I do this today, I have moved my progress along tremendously. This is that big thing that I gotta get done today. This is the most important activity of the day. And the first hour of the day often sets the tone for what follows. So if you notice, I 8 o'clock, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I leave my home, I come into my studio at roughly 7:45 every day. Mm-hmm. And so creating a schedule is a way to help you stimulate the power of momentum. Just keeping to a schedule creates a momentum of accomplishment. So the first hour of every day, let's set something that's really, really important, something that's critical that needs to be accomplished. You know, most of us do just the opposite. What do we do the first hour? We watch the news. Woo! We check emails, check texts. We start getting into the social media trap. But if you really want to create momentum in your life, that first hour of the day, focus on the important things that must be accomplished that day, the things that will make a difference. I say, ask yourself, what one thing that if I accomplish today will make this day a success? What one action moves me significantly towards my goal? I'll give you an example. I've written a series of books called Life Lessons for Your Success, 4 volumes. Now, those books can help a lot of people. If I change my mindset, and which is something I'm doing, that's one of my goals for this month, then the first hour of the day, I want to be focused on marketing that book. Who do I need to send emails to? What posts do I need to make? And what plan do I need to execute? So the key to creating your momentum is to set one big thing to be accomplished each day and use that victory to build confidence to do even more tomorrow. So I could use that first hour of the day listening to music, checking my emails, or I can take that goal, that series of books, and say, okay, the first hour of the day, I want to identify 5 people who I can get a review copy of this book to, whose review could help this book move on up and create more sales and more impact. So do that each day. Number 2, practice daily consistency. When you see the Grand Canyon out in Colorado, Nevada, one of the things that impress you is like, how is a hole a mile deep cut in the ground, in rock? Who did it? Well, it was done by nature, by water flowing down that river every day, consistently. And that water over time, it may be millions of years, have created this path, has worn the rock down so that the Grand Canyon is a big hole in the ground a mile deep, created by consistent flow of water. So momentum is the result of actions repeated over time. And so when you get into this idea of creating your momentum, look at 3 daily habits that can help you. Number 1, learn something that expands your mind each day. That keeps the challenge going. You see, if you don't do this, it's easy to get into a rut. Okay. Do something each day. Number 2, to improve your health. You know, when you don't have your health, it's hard to be focused on the goals that you want to accomplish. And then number 3, commit to take one action each day towards your personal, professional, or spiritual growth. If you do that every day, you'll create a momentum of knowledge. You'll find that you're getting smarter every day. You'll create a momentum of health. You'll find that the weight challenges and the things that you've been struggling with now become much easier to resolve. You'll find that you're moving and getting more in harmony and congruent with the vibration of success that can change everything for you. Then the 3rd key is to protect your energy. Protect your perspective. You see, momentum is really built by the quality of our thoughts, by the depth of our emotions, by the effectiveness of our actions, and by the support of people around us. So when you surround yourself with people, surround yourself with ideas, surround yourself with habits that encourage your growth, that encourage your success, you are protecting your turf. So how do you do that? You begin each day with gratitude. Oh, thank you so much for this incredible day. Thank you for my health. Thank you for all the results I've gotten to date. Priming the pump of abundance. You speak affirmations that reinforce your purpose. I am a healthy, happy, rich author, speaker, teacher, spiritual guide who uplifts the lives of everybody on the planet. And you spend time around people who lift you up, who reflect the goodness in you, who stimulate your potential, and who say you can do it. You do that, you will create a momentum where your vision begins to pull you. You see, you do the work in the beginning, those small steps, but once you get it going, the momentum pulls you. It's like you push up the hill, but once you hit the top of that hill and you start coming down, then the momentum of gravity pulls you faster and faster. Same in life. So let's review, because this lesson today can be the lesson that can transform your life. Because when you can create momentum, nothing is impossible. Number one, start each day with one meaningful win, one big thing, one important thing that you got to do. Ask yourself, what one thing will make all the difference, will move the needle bigly? Number two, practice daily consistency. The more you can do, and daily consistency is based on schedules and clarity of action. So practice daily consistencies. Make a list of those things that you do each day. Learning something each day to expand your mind. Doing something each day to improve your health. Building your professional and spiritual presence. You're feeding that vibration inside you that stimulates growth. Then that third key to creating momentum is to protect your energy and your perspective. You see, distractions can pull you away. Shiny objects can pull you away. Other people's agendas can pull you away. But when you protect your energy, when you protect your focus, you're able to focus. Whatever you focus on grows. And so when that momentum that you're beginning to create, when you create it through gratitude, being grateful for what's happened to date, which primes the pumps for more. When you create it through affirming who you are, all the good things that you set out to do. I am a loving, clear person. I work hard. I deserve greatness. And when you spend time with positive people, that mastermind vibration will uplift you. When you can do these things, you can truly create the momentum that will push you in the beginning until you get it going, and then will pull you in the end, sucking you into your vision, sucking you into your goals, sucking you into your purpose, so that success becomes inevitable. Let's take a deep breath a moment. So it is. Thanks for being with us this morning. I invite you to surely visit our website, herbertharris.com. And if you're not clear about where you're going, that's one of the challenges of creating momentum. You got to know where you're going to set that target. Then be sure to schedule a What's Next consultation with me. And what's next strategy? Maybe you just need a little more thought, a little more context, another perspective to help you become clearer. So go to herbertharris.com and book a complimentary What's Next strategy call. On Instagram, click on my profile and you'll see some of the goodies we have available for you. But you can also click on that to book a strategy call with me. So let us wrap up today. Thank you so much for being with us. Thank you so much for being a part of this incredible experience. Let me put on our song so we can close it out. This has been Dr. Herbert Harris. This is another day, another Friday checkup to help you get better, to help you become more focused, to help you become clear about the things you want to be, doing and have, knowing that you can be what you want to be, do what you want to do, and have anything you desire.